Maybe when you woke up this morning, the first thing that came to your mind was what you were thinking about last night. And maybe it was that thing that you're struggling with, that thing that has you down, and you just don't see a way out. You don't see how it's ever going to get better. And that's a lie that the enemy is going to use. We're all going to have those times where we're down, but the enemy wants to lie to you and tell you that you're always going to be down and you're never going to get back up. And those are the lies that we want to fight with a morning focus, reminding you of who the Bible says God is and who God says you are.
Today, we are taking a stroll down to Isaiah 51, 1 and 2. Says, "Listen to me, you who pursue righteousness and who seek the Lord. Look to the rock from which you were cut, and to the quarry from which you were hewn. Look to Abraham, your father, and to Sarah, who gave you birth. When I called him, he was only one man, and I blessed him and made him many."
Maybe you want to have a closer relationship with Jesus or just start one. When you look back at the Bible and look back in the history of who the Bible calls righteous, because maybe you're like, I'm not righteous. I can't have a relationship like that. Well, then you have to look at Abraham and his wife Sarah, as pointed out in this verse, and they were normal people. They were not Christians.
They did not believe in God.
Right? The Jewish people didn't exist then. The Jewish people were Abraham's descendants. They were regular people who were sinners when God began to use them.
The lie that you have to get it all together in order for God to use you, or that maybe you don't have to get it together, but everything that's gone before you is too much and too big of a stain to be ignored or passed by, is nothing more than a lie. God uses broken people to do incredible things all the time. That's what most of the stories in the Bible are. If you feel too broken or too incapable, know that you are exactly the person that God's wanting to use.
And all you have to do is be willing to let him use you. Just say yes when he calls you, whether he's calling you to obedience in something that you're doing or not doing, or maybe it's coming into a relationship with him. If you have questions about that, that's okay. We would love to give you some resources to know what it's about having a relationship with Jesus and how to even start one. You can, if you want that info, you can text HOPE to 41224.